Hi and welcome to today's session. We are going to do some really nice movement to sort of really lengthen our body. Let's start off with our feet nicely underneath our hips, and our weight is the front to middle of foot, so you can really lengthen through the back. So it will look something like this. All right, not here, a little bit forward on the front to the middle of the foot, which is going to lengthen that spine and take out that compression. Let's do a nice little weight transfer, really getting those toes nicely moving, turning it into spirals. And again, you're just really putting that energy through the feet. Just do a few more here. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Let's have a little stretch with those feet. Just sliding those feet along the floor here. And then we do the other side. Good. Then we're going to hold this position, opening out the front of the ankle. And then we do the other. Good. Lovely. Okay, let's get our feet moving. We're going to do something called pedaling today. You're going to bend one knee and then push up and over. Push up and over. Just moving through the feet, moving through the ankles. Nice. Also, this is about balance as well. And again, about toning that midline. It does require a bit of balance and coordination, this one. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Wonderful. Okay, let's take it into our arcing. Push up and over. Let everything go. Let your neck go, your shoulders go. Exhale there. Push away that ground, eyes just open, breathing in. You've got to push away that ground. We'll do it again. Up and over like you're going over a beach ball. Make sure your knees are bent so this part of our spine can open out. Let your neck go, your shoulders go. Feel your shoulder blades pulling apart. Exhale there. Push away that ground. Feel that energy. And there's a bit of a forward lean there, so you're still keeping that length through the back. And then come back. Lovely. Let's take it into rotation. Fingertips nicely tapping into your sides there. No tension, no holding. A few more here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to do stand side reach, reaching, and then coming back. It's not an up and over. We are continuously feeling the length through our ribs, through both sides. And 2, and 1. You're going to hold here, soften that knee. Inhale, reach, come up and over. And we'll do the other side. Again, breathing in, get that reach. And exhale, come back. And again, lovely. A few more. 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it here. Soften that knee. Inhale, reach, come up and over. And give everything a nice shake off. Good. And then we are ready to get down onto our mat. Right, here we are on our mat. Let's do some nice cat. So hands nicely underneath your shoulders, nice long spine. Really pull that belly button to the back of the spine. We don't want to be doing this. So keep that length. We're going to go down towards the ground, coming up into that C shape, and then back into your flat back position. Down towards the ground, coming up into that C shape, back into that flat back position. You can, of course, stay with that, or you can take it back. So again, just opening up that spine. And then back into length, and we can do it again. Taking it back into length. We've also got our feathering. I love this one. This is for your neck and shoulders. This is how we stretch and mobilize the top part of our back and get our neck to move. Forget about static stretching. When you're doing your neck, you need to allow the top part of your back to move with you, along with your shoulders. That's lovely. And just maybe one more there. Good. Nice. Okay, let's draw head towards knee. So we're going to get exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. That's 1. Please squeeze those glutes in, those bottom. And again, 2. Lengthen through the spine. See how the head comes into the knee and then lengthen away. That's 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Lovely. Let's change sides. Exhale in. Inhale, lengthen. That's 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Let's sit back into that shell stretch. Have a moment there to breathe, stretching out, breathing into those ribs and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Lovely. Okay, take a hand back, flip it over and get the reach. Now, the reason you are doing this, it's because you are going to get a lovely bit of more reach through your ribs as you do it. We'll do one more. You can come back to it at any point as well. I'm going to go from here, take it into a small press up. Make sure your back is nice and long, neck is long. Okay, shoulders should be down your back. Tuck those toes underneath. Push back into your downward dog. Hold there. And then this is the interesting part. Come down. Control that fall. We'll do it again. Nicely coming through. Think about your neck and shoulders. If you need to adjust your arm distance, that means go wider. Feel free to do so. Little press up. Tuck those toes underneath into that downward dog. Then control that fall. Lovely. Right. If you want to stick with that version, you can, or you can take it into a full one. You can either stay here and hover, take it back into that downward dog, then control your fall. Or perhaps you might want to go hover, little press up, don't dip the back, then into your downward dog, then control your fall. Good. We'll do two more of your preferred choice. Good. Come down again. Last one. Lovely. Then control your fall. Good. Right, now we have done that, we are going to roll up our mats. So let's roll up our mats so you can sit a bit higher. You can also do this sat in a chair as well. And we're just going to sit on our bottoms here. So I'm going to show you from the side angle. I'm going to sit with the diamond position. I'm sitting up as tall as I possibly can. I'm pushing away the floor. If you are like this is a sign we need more space in the hips, so you need to add cushions, sit on a chair, but you need height. Otherwise, this exercise you won't get the benefits from. You're going to take your knuckles and push those knuckles into the floor there, stretching through the back. And then we're going to do nice and long back, little bit length, but keeping the width. And then we're going to do a little roll. So I want you to roll through the pelvis, and then you push with your bottom to come back up to seated position. Nice and long back. Add in that roll. And then come up. We're going to add some breath in. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Inhale, pause. Exhale to come back up. Now, if your hips are aching, you need to let those hips go. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, take it back. Inhale and come back up. Yeah? Inhale, prepare. Exhale, take it back. I think I said my breath wrong there. Inhale, pause here. Exhale, come back up. I'm going to add some transfer of weight so I get to activate the other side. So inhale, prepare. Long back. Exhale, shift of weight. Inhale, pause. Exhale, shift it back. Okay, so if you went to your right first, let's go left. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, pause. Then come back up. I'm going to do one more time on each side. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, take it back. And come back up. Inhale, prepare. Shift weight to the other side. Inhale, pause. And exhale, come back up. Just give yourself a little rocket in the socket when you do that one. Good. Right, we're going to roll out our mats again. I'm going to do the full roll up movement. Okay. There's a few ways of how we can make someone do this. Obviously, you can stick with what you're doing, but there's lots of things we can do. If you have a wedge, you can pop it underneath your back, but try with that first and see how you get on. So we have our fingertips just behind us. We then bring our fingertips so we can no longer see us. We come up. We are not using momentum to come up here. You push up and over. You then stack up that spine and then you come back down. Lower part of your back comes in contact with the mat first before bringing those arms back. Now, if that is a little bit too much for you, then obviously you can pop that wedge underneath your back. Fingertips disappear from sight. It will help you feel the feeling or just being getting up. It will work your hip flexors a bit more, and then you're going to take it nice and down and come back. The other thing you can do is also do it with knees bent. That's also an option. But to be honest, I find that a little bit harder. And then coming back down. All right. So choose your method. We're going to do about 3 more of these. So nicely coming up, fingertips apart from side, coming up, sitting up as tall as you possibly can. A little stretch there. Stack up your spine. And then nicely come back down. Lower part of your back, come in contact with the mat first. Lovely. And then elbows grounded. Let's just have a nice rock here. Elbows going in, well, you're pushing your elbows into the ground and your head is going in the same direction as your knees. Little massage there. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Now we're going to open up our psoas. That's these muscles here in your hips. You can use your Franklin balls if you have them. You can use your wedge if you have one. Or alternatively, you would roll up a little bit of your mat, and just so you've got a little bit of a lift, but not too big, maybe 2 inches, maybe less than that actually, but just a little lift. Okay, so you've got a choice here: 1 foot grounded, or you can have both legs lifted. I'm going to have both legs lifted, lengthen up. We're just going to feather down. Just nicely come down and then slide back up. That's 1. We're aiming for 10, but if you don't make 10, please don't force yourself. You can either put the other foot down, that's bent, the leg that's bent, that's 2, or you can have a rest, just have a massage on those balls if you have them, that's 3. And just nicely coming down. We are doing this with a breath today. So we are going to inhale as we go down. And then exhale to come back up. That's 5. Inhale to come down. 7. Inhale to come down. Make sure your ribs are staying down as well. That's 8. So we're not sort of arching our back. There should be no arch. Your back should be very controlled. There should be no back pain. This is number 9. Quite strong on the old hip flexors. And 10. Lovely. Good. Let's do the other side. Lengthen out the other leg. And down we go. 1. Breathing in as you go down. Breathing out to come up. And again, breathing in to go down. Breathing out to come up. That's 2. Breathing in to go down. That's 3. Breathing in to go down. That's 4. A little further down. 5. Again, check your ribs. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9. And last one, 10. Good, lovely. Take those balls out, and your back should feel pretty nice if you were using the balls there. And again, just have a little rock there from side to side. Okay, let's have a nice little stretch. You're just going to open out your hips. Make sure you haven't got a wedge in for this one. Now, if you are feel a bit stiff in this position, just stagger a leg. Open up those hips. Open up. Just breathe. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Switch to stagger. And again, just opening up the hips. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. Good. And take one leg out and the other. Do a little rocket in the socket in this position. Good work. Okay. So we're just going to do a little bit of core just to finish off. So make sure your ribs are down. I'm going to use a wedge. If you have a wedge, please use one, or a towel rolled up a little bit halfway so it mimics that wedge. I'm going to bring my arms up. I've got one leg up, and it's going to be in a tabletop position here. So this is called tabletop. Now, draw the ribs down so they're nice and long, so you know you're nice and supported to bring the other leg up. If this is too much, you can always keep one foot down. Now, in this position, we're going to imagine that you're going to step that toe over a puddle. So just nicely going over the top. tapping, and then coming back. So the movement is coming from the hip. This is a stability exercise. So it's a good way of sort of checking how things are. How are your shoulders responding to this movement? How's your neck responding to this movement? How's the hip? You might be quite tired from what you've just done, actually. But yeah, lots of nice movement there. A few more moments. 3 and 2 and 1. Good, lovely. And bring those legs down. And we have a little stretch here. So go a bit wider with your feet. Elbows grounded. Really stretch out those hips. That's it. Nice little stretch there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We are going to roll to our side, come up to a seated position, do a little bit of breathing before we come standing. So again, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathing in and breathe out. And take your time coming to a standing position. Okay. Good. Hopefully you've felt like you've had a little bit of movement in this 10 to 15 minutes session. And just again, breathing in, breathing out. And again. Good. Let's take it into your arcing. Push your hip back, bend your knees, hang your head, let everything go. Exhale there. Push away the ground. Eyes just open, breathing in. And well done. And thank you for coming today. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.